Welcome to another episode of Talking Taste. We got a special guest, D. Hester in the building. What's good, bro?
What's up, man? Coolin', man. Glad y'all boys had me a part of the show, man.
Man, glad you were able to make it. Be here, bro. First thing first. You got a bunch of nicknames.
Mm-hmm.
Sugarfoot, Hurricane Hess, and Anytime. Tell me what you remember about those names and who gave them to you.
We can start with the Sugarfoot.
Yeah.
Sugarfoot was gave to me from my high school coach because my footwork was so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And was a natural joker. You know what I mean? I was good at shaking, you know what I mean, on and off the field. And so he gave me a nickname, Sugarfoot.
Huh?
Then I got the name Hurricane Hester when I got to Miami. And it just came from just being a bright star.
Mm-hmm.
And so they threw that name at me, and it just stuck with me through college. And then Anytime, of course, came at the end of my career in college. I had an interview, and at the time, me and Deion was building a relationship. And so Deion gave me that name, Anytime.
Bad.
So that's where I got them three names from.
Anytime is hard, though.
Yeah.
The prime time give you that nickname,
Yeah,
bro.
Deion gave me that nickname.
You know what I'm saying? What you think about the impact Deion is having on college football and, you know, the last couple of years?
I think he's raising the margin, man. When you look at what he's doing, you know what I mean. You go to a Colorado, University of Colorado. You know what I mean. Don't nobody talk about Colorado.
Right.
You know what I mean. Like me growing up, I never knew what color they even wore. You know what I mean.
Right.
So when he came to that university, man, and he changed the game. And not only that he brought in 5-star athletes. I can't recall one time Colorado has recruited a 5-star athlete, not even a 4-star. So what he's doing over there, man, he's bringing our culture over there, and hopefully, you know what I mean, 2 or 3 years from now, you'll see a change in Colorado.
Yeah, man. It's big time. How you feel about him leaving the HBCU though? You think that it was a necessary move, you know, for growth, or you felt like he should have stayed to try to build up the HBCU? What you think about that? I
think what he did there was well over enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? From the facilities, like all that stuff, to the sweatsuits, to the uniforms, to the gear that they wore. Like all that stuff was built up. You know what I mean? And was never seen there before. So I think his time for moving up to the next level was a great idea. It was a great opportunity from anybody. You know what I mean? You got to look at it. Everybody want more money. You know what I mean? Everybody want to be put in a better situation. You know what I mean? And so his situation was, okay, we got you down here. You building these HBCU colleges up right now. You know what I mean? You giving them a name for themselves. Now, your backup coach or your defensive coach or your offensive coordinator or your assistant coach, now you show him a platform. Now you take it over, and I'm finna move to the next step. So if people want to look at it in a negative situation, his assistant coach now is the head coach,
mm-hmm.
and whatever Deion has left on the platform, like everything, all the things that they got now came from Deion,
mm-hmm.
and so now it's a great opportunity for a great guy to step in and be a head coach with a great facility now that they never had.
Right.
And so now he's bringing it to Colorado. You know, it's another opportunity for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how I look at it too. I look at it as, you know, like you said, opportunity to grow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, impact players in a better way with the things you have, like equipment.
Right.
You know, the facilities. But you hear a lot of complaints about it because people feel like, oh, you should stay in the HBCU because of whatever reason, right?
Yeah.
But I think that those people should try to help more.
Yeah.
To bring back.
Facts.
You feel me? Bring
Facts.
money to the HBCU so that coaches like Deion can be able to do more.
Right.
Because I know the whole goal for Deion is just to grow and do more for more players. You know.
Right.
He got his son on the squad. How you feel about that? I know you coach your young boy now. Would that be something you would like to do? Like, coaching throughout high school, college?
Me personally, I don't even want to go past high school. That's just something that I feel that that's not just me. Everybody, like a lot of people are built to be commentators. You know what I mean? A lot of people are built to go after that. Like, for instance, an NBA player, they're good to, once their career over, I want to go out and broadcast and be an announcer. You know what I mean? And have my own talk show and be able to talk on these NFL podcasts at the end of the game where you have like guys like Shaq and Charles Barkley, those guys doing that stuff. That's not me. You know what I mean? I don't see myself talking in front of TV every other day, you know what I mean, talking about the game. That's just not me. But I do salute the guys that do it, because at the end of the day, somebody has to do it.
For sure.
But other than that, what Deion is doing, man, is he's, when you talk about him and his kids, you know what I mean, he's been coaching his kids since they were 5, 6 years old. And
was that something you would like to do?
I don't mind coaching, but like I said, I don't want to pass high school. I know for sure I don't. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I don't see myself doing that.
What is life for you right now as a retired NFL player?
Man, I can't complain. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that can't say that. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that's forced to retire. And that's when that's the difference between somebody that's happy when they're retired and somebody that's bittersweet, you know what I mean, and saying that, you know what I mean, they wish they could have did this and I didn't have a chance to do this. I'm happy because I chose to retire.
Right.
It wasn't where I was forced out the door where, you know, man, you're not no good no more, man, we just gonna let you go and cut you and everything. Because I got my last NFL game, I got offered a new contract when I walked in the locker room after the game, and I turned it down. So I knew I could have played 2 or 3 more years, but my heart and my desire wasn't in it no more. So I knew once I lost the passion for the game, then it was time for me to go.
Why? What made you lose that? Where'd that come from?
I
Because
was just about to ask that.
I felt like my last 2 years I was playing on 90% of what I really could be. And that's because I had broke my sesame bone. And what a sesame bone is, it's a bone up under your big toe. And I broke it, and it's a very rare injury. It's a doctor in Charlotte that does. He's pretty much the quote unquote the best foot doctor in the world. And he had guys like Peyton Manning. He worked on Kobe Bryant feet. He worked on a lot of top athletes. So when I went to him to get my toe fixed, he was like, Devin, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. He said, this is the second injury. This is the second surgery I did on a type of injury like this. He said, the one that I did on was Brian Greasy, and he's a quarterback. So I can't promise you that this surgery is going to make you feel comfortable and you're going to be the person you need to be once it's all healed. And so after I got the surgery done, man, it was, you know what I mean, after I did my surgery, did my rehab and set out, you know what I mean, 4 or 5 months to recover, it wasn't the same. It was still pain, you know what I mean? I was still taking pain shots before the game and at halftime. And I said, I can't play like this. And that's why I retired.
Have you found a new passion in anything?
Yeah, I found a passion in coaching youth football. Okay. I mean, like I said, I lost the passion once I figured out that my toe wasn't the way I wanted it to be. I started watching football, you know what I mean? And once my kids started growing up and started playing the game of football, that's when the passion came back.
So your passion right now, you say coaching. Let's talk about coaching and ankle bully. Not too many people know who he is, so I'll let you talk about him.
Well, not only him, but the team that I built in Orlando, man, this is a unique team. You could say it's a put-together team because I did have tryouts. And my tryouts was very, very strict. Like, I didn't allow anybody to be on the team. It was only if you knew how to play football and you had the passion for it, you was able to make the team. So, like, I have kids all the way from Polk County, Tampa, all over pretty much the state of Florida that's on my team now. And right now we're ranked number 4 in the nation. And so, like I said, this ain't no Rudy Poot team, you know what I mean? This is all of youth football, 10U teams in the nation. We're ranked number 4. So
big
this
time.
is a good team. You know what I mean? We doing good. We just finished our last playoff game. We'll be playing the Super Bowl next week at IMG High School. So it's
I
a
still
good team.
need you to talk about ankle bully, bro.
Oh,
You still look because
yeah,
he
you know
a
what I mean?
spitting image of you, bro. We need to hear it.
I don't too much talk about him because it's you know what I mean. He's like I said, he's a great athlete, man, and I built my son to you know what I mean to be humble, you know what I mean, and to respect everybody and just do your thing on the field. Right now he's one of the top athletes when it comes to tenure right now in the youth football world. He's just God blessed, given talent, but not only that, but he works, and I make sure that he polishes his game, and I teach him pretty much everything I can. Whatever he can suck in and he can master and he can do good at it, the more tools I give him in his toolbox.
Yeah. What you how is training him? Is it an easy thing training him, or is it challenging at times because you got to push him?
It depends on the kids. Like I always look at the coach. You know what I mean? Because I've been playing football all my life. A good coach just build a team up and just get all the best athletes and just call 1 or 2 plays and let the athlete do their job. Mm-hmm. But in his situation, he want to be great. You know what I mean? It's not like I force him to play football. Mm-hmm. I can recall, you know what I mean, him at the age of 4 or 5 years old, and he's the type of kid where that's all he known growing up. Like I didn't put a football in his hand. He chose it. You know what I mean? Like.
Is he waking you up for training?
Yeah.
Like, let's go train?
Yeah. If I tell him we got a certain day we're going to train, we train on Wednesday, I say, you set your alarm. I'm not setting it. Because if I set it, then I know you don't want to do it. I'm forcing you to do it. Mm-hmm. So it's up to you. I'm not going to force you to do it. But if you wake me up and say, hey, Dad, it's time to go work out, then I know you really want to do it. If I got to go knock on your door and say, hey, man, are we training today? Right. And you looking at me crazy, I already know you don't want to do it. But if you come downstairs with your water bottle and your shoes and your clothes on, I'm going to get up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So he was the type of kid, like I say, growing up, 1 or 2 years old, like he never played with trucks, cars, none of that. Everything I bought for him, even on Christmas, came from Dick's Sporting Goods. Like I can honestly say right now, I put my hand on the Bible, I never seen him playing with a truck, a car, an action figure.
Video games?
He played video games every now and then, but he wasn't into it like that. Yeah. But like.
Some kids are like that.
Yeah, he just like that.
What age did you see? Like, did you see that switch hit?
Probably around like 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
I got a 7-year-old. I'm like, I don't want to force him.
See, and I'm being like a lot of people be over exaggerating. And I'm gonna be honest with you. My son at age 3 or 4, when I had games and I was playing, my oldest son now, he's the more I want to be a kid. Dad, leave me alone. You know what I mean? So I never push him to play sports. And so my 3-4-year-old at the time, which is the one that playing football, he would stay out and watch the game with my wife while I'm playing. The oldest one would go to the family room. We had a family room where, you send the kids back there and they all the while they don't want to watch that and they go back there and eat and everything. He would sit out there and tell her play by play of what's going on. That's the first down, this is a false start. Like she would have to ask him, what happened on that play? Oh, there's a holding on number 35. You know what I mean? Like he studied me so much, bro.
Another goal in the making.
He studied me so much. Like he knew more of my plays than I do. Like you can show him a picture with nobody else around but me holding the ball.
He'll tell you what happened.
He'll tell you who we playing and what happened on that play. Wow. Right now. Yeah, without just me in the picture, you can't see nobody we playing, no referees, no field, no nothing. You just see me in the close up on the picture. He'll tell you what play happened on that play and who was playing. Like he watched Hall of Fame speeches, documentary,
at 10.
All that stuff.
10, right?
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
But like not to be funny, but like I think I was telling B this. I was like, we know a kid that's really elite in basketball right now, right? He's like top 20 in the nation. And I told Bass, I say, bro, it's certain kids that just got that shit, bro.
Got it, bro.
It ain't like you can teach them. Okay, you gonna train them. They gonna make you look good. But it's like certain kids that just like, man, they just born with that shit, bro.
Yeah, it's fact, like
it's destined.
Bro, at the age of 7, 8 years old, bro, when we playing big time games, bro, and we win. This how you know a kid is passionate for the game, bro. We playing big time games, maybe be a big playoff game or a Super Bowl, and we win. He would come to me, boo-hoo crying, happy. Now, what kid you know at the age of 8, 7 years old, when they win a game, they crying because they happy.
Passion, that's real love.
Happy. Yeah. Boo-hoo crying.
Right.
Never. I never had a kid what came to me because it was crying. Like the game was like they lost, but they was crying in joy.
Yeah.
That's passion.
That is, oh my God.
He don't did that.
I'm
That's
getting
a hell of a
goosebumps.
moment to have.
And then see, I'm talking facts, bro, because this how passion he is. You know what I mean? I never did it. Crying because we won and I'm happy. Crying, bro.
What?
It's a difference.
When you retired, what age was he?
He had to be
5?
4.5,
4.5?
1.5, 5.
He
yeah.
soaked all that shit up during that time too.
Yeah.
That little time he had to watch.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Because TJ trained kids, and I got my son, and we get to see different personalities of
Right.
kids, and it's different personalities that make it in sports and play at a high level. But it's always cool to see a kid, that's just kind of like beyond his years
Right.
as a youngster. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because it usually take kids like everybody develop at different times and take things serious at different times. So
Right.
it's always cool to see that, man. But like since you saying that he cried in joy, right?
Yeah.
After winning. Tell me this: what do you think about? Do you feel like, let's say you, right?
Mhm.
Do you think you love to win or do you hate to lose? What's your thing when it comes to that?
I think it's both.
Both?
I love to win, but then I hate to lose. So
It's both for you?
It's both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's both.
No one, it don't tilt one way or the other? Like I'm saying, is you crying when you win?
Yeah,
You gonna cry when you win?
yeah,
And when you lose, you gonna cry too?
same thing.
You gonna cry too, huh?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's
'Cause,
both for me.
We talked about that a couple of times on the episode.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I'm gonna start right there. It's one little incident I had. So, of course, when I got to Miami, we weren't used to losing. You know what I mean? So when I got to the league, and we lost our first game, bro, against I forgot who it was against, bro. But my rookie year, we was winning. We won like 6-7 games in a row, and we lost the game, and I was bull crying on the bus, right?
You cried from the loss.
I cried
in the league.
In the league, my rookie year.
God damn.
I cried, and I was crying on the bus, and then the vet was like, bro, what you crying for? And I'm like, damn, man, I can't believe we lost. He said, boy, this is the NFL. You might well get used to this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is the NFL, bro. Like, I know you used to winning all these games at Miami and wherever you was at, but, bro, you gonna lose more games than this, bro. You might well get used to it. And that's when I realized, like, damn, bro, I am at the highest level that you can possibly play. It's no team that's gonna go 4-5 years undefeated. It's impossible.
But that was your thinking, though.
That was my thinking. Then I had to realize, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, this is no greater level than this, man. And hey, get used to it.
Mm-hmm. So I had an incident like that, similar when I was a rookie. My first 2 years, like I wasn't playing as much, but I used to get so mad when other people score and have big games on my teammates.
Yeah.
Right? I used to be like, bro, what's up with y'all, bro? Like, and then like when we get on the bus, they'll be talking about it like, damn, he just gonna get this 30 or whatever.
Yeah.
And that bothered me so much, bro, to where I was like, I just used to argue with him about it because I just didn't like the fact that,
They accepted it.
Yeah, I didn't want to accept that somebody about to score, have a great night on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then one time I got in the game, like the last 5 minutes of a game.
Don't tell me you dropped my Twitter.
No, look, I'm in Detroit, and what's my man name? McDice.
Okay.
You know McDice?
Well, no.
Antonio McDyke.
Antonio McDice, right? Bro, I get in the game, bro, and McDice, bro, when I tell you he hit probably like 4 or 5 straight buckets on me.
Yeah.
He hit 4 of them. I was so fucking mad. And the guy, I get on the bus and the guy was like, shit, I told you. I was like, and in my mind, I hear what y'all saying,
Right.
but nah,
Yeah.
he just got the best of it.
Yeah.
You feel me? He got the best of it. But my mentality never changed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I ain't going to games thinking somebody gonna give me buckets.
Right.
And I respected everybody to the fullest, no matter if you was an all-star or just a regular player. And I'm gonna give it my best shot so you don't perform. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think it's dope that you cried your first loss, man. You don't want to lose.
Yeah.
You know?
Facts.
But I love to win, bro. I love to win.
So you would say you love to win.
I love to win.
And hate to lose.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I hate to lose too, and I've been going backwards and forward about it. And I just think the edge for me is loving to win, just a slight little edge. But I just want to gauge different people because like over the years, you know, it's many successful people, and I be trying to figure out how they brain work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people who hate to lose, and I feel like they be overachieving with the hate to lose mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I just wanted to pick people's brain about it.
I mean, in a situation, if I had to pick one, I would say, me personally, I would say hate to lose.
Hate to lose too.
Because, you know what I mean, you can get used to winning, especially when you know you're going to win.
Mm-hmm.
But it's that situation when you lose and you didn't expect to lose. I feel it's for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
When you lose and didn't expect
to
it.
lose.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just lose, period. Both of the two. But it's games where, you know what I mean, you win and we are supposed to win that game. It ain't nothing, you know what I mean? But it's when you lose and you didn't expect to lose.
Like you beat yourself in a way.
That, or you just didn't play the way you should.
Right.
And you know what?
So I feel like for me, it would probably be hate to lose.
Hate to lose. But you know what? I feel like when you lose, you grow the most, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I feel like you learn the most. Like even my son, like TJ came to my son game the other day, and they lost the first little half of their little preseason game, and they won the second one. But in that loss, it was a time just to regroup.
Yeah.
For my son, a regroup time. Like, you know, let's refocus.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But if you keep on winning or, you know, playing okay, it's like you could kind of like
keep the same bad habits.
If you feel what I'm saying? But if you lose, you adjust and tighten up everything.
Yeah.
And even for me, it gave me opportunity to adjust and just tighten up on everything, refocus on the basic and fundamental. So it's always, I feel like, you know, losing and failure is necessary for us, you know.
That's cool. That kind of goes on with what it's like the same type of subject of where Dev just said, like, when you winning, you kind of get away with certain things, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I take that into the same way with men's basketball versus women's basketball.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like the same subject. Men, we more athletic than they are. So we get away with doing the wrong footwork, get away with doing a little BS. We dunking and doing all this, right? Somebody might go dunk, same leg, same hand, and that ain't the correct footwork, right?
Right.
But then I like to watch women's basketball because their footwork is impeccable. They're not as skilled as we are, but everything else, like their footwork,
detail,
shoot, they shoot better than most guys. Like the girl from Iowa?
Yeah.
I don't remember number 22. I just know
the one that was in the championship last year.
Yeah, but she's so skilled, and then so I kind of just wanted to tie those two in and say like that kind of makes sense. Where
I do think the girls, I think girls are more skilled than boys because they have to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Guys can get away with athletic ability, you know what I'm saying, as basketball players and you know, succeed at a high level super early. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like girls, for them to succeed early, they got to be skilled.
Right.
So I think that's part of the reason why they can shoot so well, proper footwork and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But you growing up, right? Did your dad gave you the passion for football? Who gave you the passion for football?
You know, I grew up down south. You know what I mean? Down south is really known for a lot of football. That's pretty much all we did. You know what I mean? So just growing up, our playground was really football. You know what I mean? Street football and just PE. I mean, recess, that's all we did. You know what I mean? Some schools I see nowadays, you can't even bring a football to school. At my elementary, we had 4 or 5 kids playing football because we knew once we had recess, we playing football.
Football.
So when you're around that type of environment, that's all you know to do. That's what we did.
Did you have a trainer growing up?
Nah.
Because I noticed that in high school you played offense, defense, and punt return.
Mm-hmm.
College you did the same thing, and in the pros you did the same thing.
Yeah.
That's impressive, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Makes him
that
a
was
GOAT.
God-given ability for you.
That's all it was. That's exactly what it was, just God-given talent, man. I was blessed to play everything. People don't realize I came out of high school the number 1 corner in the nation, and the number 16 running back in the nation. So, you know what I mean?
Give
you
him
know
his
what I mean?
flowers.
Some people when you come out of high school, you rank that one position.
Yeah.
I was ranked that on offense and defense. So it just followed me all the way through my life.
Is anybody doing that now in the NFL? I don't know. I'm not a football guy. More basketball.
I don't
Multiple
think so.
positions? No, right? Or is that just the way the game is now that they don't even allow it?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're cold enough, they're gonna allow.
Like, Travis Hunter, is he going to play both in the NFL?
What you think about that kid? Do he remind you of you?
Yeah, he's gifted. He's
Yeah,
gifted. I never played that many snaps in one game. Like that's unheard of when you playing 120 snaps. So you playing every snap on offense and every snap on defense.
That motherfucker's bad.
Yeah, so I didn't. I mean, I wouldn't want to do that though. You know what I mean? That's just too much.
He going
for
to
me.
slow down, yeah.
But being, bro, look, you know what's so impressive though? I'm saying, like, when you could do that shit at every level, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the elite amongst the elite, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit, you know what I'm saying? You know how it go. You know, a kid usually really good young.
Yeah.
Then when he get to high school, he fizzle out.
Yeah.
Or really good in high school, get to college, fizzle out. But
Happens
you
all
know,
the time.
it's only a select few that's that's elite the whole way.
Yeah.
And the elite of the elite
Yeah.
when they get to the big leagues. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was dope to peep out about you, man.
Appreciate
you know what I'm
it,
saying?
man. Yeah.
How much did Deion influence you growing up?
A lot. You know what I mean? Like I say, he was one of my role models growing up, and then
Prime time, bro.
I got an opportunity to really start building a relationship when I was in college with him, and he texts me every day to this day. Like every day, I get a text message from him. But just the relationship that we built when I was in college to the point where, you know what I mean, I started going down there during the summertime, training with him. For me, it was like, wow, I would spend the night at his house, you know what I mean, and sit down at a table with him, just me and him, and we just talking it up, rapping about stuff, what we see, what to expect when you get to the next level, you know what I mean, things you got to look out for. Like, he, you know, it's always good advice when you get it from somebody that did it, instead of like, you know what I mean, no knock on our parents, but your parent can't sit here and tell you, you know what I mean, be aware of this when you get to the next level. Learn how to manage this, learn money management, or learn your time and what you need to do to prepare to keep yourself for each and every game. But when you got a vet, bro, that's been doing it for so long and at the highest level and one of the greatest of all time to do it, it's easier to respect that person. You know what I mean? Like coaches, you know what I mean? If you know I got a coach, like you got a coach, you know what I mean? They tell me you got to cross over like this, but never really played basketball. You like in your mind, you like, bro, half of the shit you tell me, it don't really work, bro. Like, you coaching it, but like, have you ever did it to somebody before? Like the way you explaining it to me might look like it worked, but have you ever did it?
Right.
Because I'm trying to do it, it don't feel right, it don't work. So. You know what I mean? That's how it is with him.
Experience,
like,
bro.
Yeah,
Experience your best teacher,
you gotta
bro.
you had to be able to did it before in the actual game and did it plenty of time to say, yeah, this is how you should do it. Right. So when I was getting a lot of advice from him just on and off the field, I was like, man, it's everything he's telling me. He has experienced it. Like he don't messed up on it. So he's telling me. So I don't make the same mistakes.
Yeah.
I gotta listen to him.
Yeah.
Too easy, bro.
And
It's too easy to listen.
that's the type of relationship. Like, man, it's been playing like, and I can tell the relationship that we got is so close because there's been times where I did something good where he would come congratulate me and be boo-hoo crying at the same time. And this coming from Deion side.
It's elite.
You know what I mean? So even we did interviews where we have a conversation, he just break down crying because he's so proud of me.
Yeah.
Like how many legends could you say, you know what I mean, spoke to you and happy you made the winning shot and boo-hoo crying with you in front of national TV?
Special.
Yeah, that's
Not that many, so bro, you know what I mean. I had the opportunity to have a guy like that in my life, man. I salute him, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you say is your NFL GOAT and is on your Mount Rushmore in the NFL?
Right now,
In
You
general, all time. Who's your GOAT, and then who's on the Mount Rushmore for you?
I gotta be Deion. Deion gotta be the GOAT for me. Best to ever do it. You know what I mean? And everybody knows it. You know what I mean? It's always a question if a lot of people is uncertain about the situation. But who could say they're better quarter than Deion? Like if you type in best cornerback in the NFL in the NFL history, his name gonna pop up. So even the internet know. You know what I mean?
Like you feel like is he the Michael Jordan of football?
I wouldn't say he's the Michael Jordan of football because you got the Peyton Mannings, you got the Tom Brady's. It's two different type of class.
I know what you're saying because it's like because you may want to incorporate the rings and stuff, right?
Right.
But I'm saying like being the greatest at his position, right?
Yeah.
And the impact, you know, that he has.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The genuineness of a person he is.
Right,
like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? You basically expressing that to me.
Yeah.
Like I don't know Deion, but I've been a fan of Deion since I was a young kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but I'm way more of a fan now,
Right.
because like I'm seeing through like TV and Instagram what kind of person he is. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like what he's giving like black kids, bro.
Yeah.
Is incredible, bro. Like it's like he's telling you to be spiritual, to have a relationship with God, right?
Right. Facts.
He's telling you to have supreme confidence in yourself and speak your mind. He's telling you look good,
Right.
you know, feel good, play
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I even seen something where he said he don't break up fights, so he teaching you to be toughness. He teaching you. He's
Yeah.
like a daddy away from home, bro.
That's exactly what it is. That's
You know?
that's why so many, not only myself, but so many other great athletes that play in the NFL, they look up to him as a father figure. Like I'm not the only one that he mentors like this, and like I said, he's a father mentor to a lot of players, bro. A lot of former players, a lot of retired players, and the players to this day still playing.
So you got Deion. Would you say Peyton Manning, Tom Brady?
Tom Brady over Peyton Manning.
Okay, so you got two more on the Mount Rushmore.
Deion, you got Tom Brady.
Yourself? I'll say it.
I don't know.
One
I
of the
mean,
greatest
for me
players
right
ever.
now, I gotta go with just Deion and Tom Brady right now.
You got anybody you want to just
I
throw in
don't
there?
just want to throw nobody up there. You know what I mean? It gotta be.
I mean,
Shit.
my favorites football players, if I think about a favorite, I mean, it'd have to be Deion, bro. I was a Cowboys fan when I was a
Okay,
kid.
me too.
So my thing
Yeah.
was like, I mean, I'm Emmitt Smith, Deion, Troy Aikman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Jay Novacek, Moves.
Rocket Ismail, like I'm
Michael
them boys,
Irvin,
you know?
yeah.
Michael Irvin, yeah,
Yeah.
we have Michael Irvin, yeah. So like, you know, and then, you know, during that time, they competed with the 49ers, so you had to know Jerry Rice.
Right.
You
Joe
know, but-
Montana, Steve Young.
You feel me? Yeah,
boy.
but
Joe Montana.
I was a big Cowboys fan, man. So if you want to leave it at Deion and Tom Brady, I'm with you on that. When it comes to love,
Mhm.
how did we've been talking about love lately on this podcast, bro? You know, it's so funny that we talked about love. I think I asked y'all about love, bro, and they immediately talked about like. So I asked them the question is how love impacted you growing up, positive or negatively, right?
Mhm.
Like receiving love or not receiving enough love. How did it impact you? Basically, growing up, what do you think?
For me, everybody different. I felt like my game evolved around emotions on how I felt.
What do you mean when you say that?
Like I'm a more of a energy type person. If a coach is showing me a lot of love, he finna get the best thing out there on the field.
Run through walls.
Yeah. If I'm getting that vibe that me and the coach ain't on the same page, we beefing, you ain't finna get shit out of me. You might well sit me on the bench. and I shut it down on your ass quick. And so
Hold on, stay right there one
Yeah.
time. Stay there one time.
yeah,
Hey, bro.
that's just me, bro.
I played with players like that, bro.
I shut it down
swear
on
to
your
God,
ass.
bro.
And shoot, it's been plenty of time where I just packed up the deuces
You backed up.
and cleared it.
What? Hey, bro.
I'm out of here.
Yeah. But you sit up here, boy, Liz, you don't feel the type way about me? Oh, I'm gone.
Go, right. So
Clear.
like my best experience of that was like Doc Rivers, bro. Doc Rivers and how he coached, right? I noticed how he coached certain players
You
that
got
way.
to, bro.
Like where he coached them where like, okay, I'm gonna let you get away with this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you this kind of love. I'm gonna make you feel good. I'm gonna be hard on you. I know you can take it.
Yeah.
So like,
Those are the great coaches, though. When you
Yeah.
learn your players, bro, everybody can't be coached the same, bro. And that's why I like coaching, because I understand it. I understand that I can get on this kid, and if I get on him, he gonna play harder. But if I yell at him, he gonna shut it down.
yeah, bro.
I gotta go in his ear, put my arm around him when he doing bad, and tell him, boy, you better than what you doing, man. Between me and you, come on, man, pick your shit up.
That's skills of you.
That's because I know, because me as a player, like when you experience it, bro, you can relate to other people, bro. Like, that's in school, when you got a bad kid in school, bro, like, a person that grew up and never got in trouble, you can't say none of that kid.
Yeah.
Now, a person that don't, I done been in trouble my whole life, and I've been to class count a couple of times, now I got kicked out of school, I can go relate to him. So I know what to say. I know what he want to hear.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with coaching. You got to know your players and know what to say to each and every one of those kids, because at the end of the day, you're going to lose a lot of kids if you coach everybody the same.
Yeah, that's dope. I feel that's the same in relationships too, though.
It is.
It's the same, bro. Because even hearing what you just said something that made me think that's so important in relationships. Like you said, like, because I feel like me when I grew up,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people know people know me today as being like this cool kid that's chill, not getting in trouble. Boy, I was young, I got in trouble.
Yeah.
I like to tell my wife, like, I failed a lot too.
Yeah.
So like I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong.
Right.
But I feel like if you ain't failed a lot when you young,
Yeah.
like you may not want to admit when you wrong.
Fact.
You feel what I'm saying?
Fact.
If you ain't get in trouble a lot, you don't want to get called out.
Yeah. Fact.
So yeah, that's cool of you
Yeah.
to be able to pick that up and be able to to relate to kids like that. And
Yeah.
that's dope.
I mean, shit, it works in the house too, right? We all married.
We all.
Yeah.
Right.
You gonna yell at one of your sons a certain type of way, but
Exactly.
our wife, you like,
You
gotta do that.
Once you're around them, it's
Yeah.
the same thing as coaching on the field. It's us coaching in the house too. We the head coach, so I know that my baby boy, he's so fucking emotional. He's not like my oldest one. My oldest one is nonchalant like a motherfucker. Like, you can say anything to him, yell at him, he gonna go by his business.
That's my daughter.
You know what I mean? And the oldest one, you say one little thing to him, he go in the corner, he looking crazy, he crying, he's the softest one out of all of them. You know what I mean? But
Which one, the youngest one?
the youngest one, yeah, he's the soft. He's not the softest. No, you're not soft. But he's the most emotional one out of
And
everybody.
what about the middle one?
He's in between.
He's in between.
He's the middle, so he's the middle.
He's in between.
Yeah, the oldest one don't give a fuck, just like a mama. Nonchalant, I don't care. You can yell, you can do whatever you want. All right, you done yelling? All right, I'm finna go watch TV, play my game. The middle one, you yell at him. He may ask you, why you keep yelling at? Okay, I got it. You keep yelling at him, he gonna go over there by his mama, put his head on his mama. Mama look to her, she gonna come back to me, why you yelling at him? Why you say that? Now, the youngest one, you say anything to him, he gonna go in the corner, he crying, that's how they are.
That's how they are. Yeah. And so you gotta manage those.
Yeah, bro. And then my wife, she the same way. She just nonchalant, so I can't even get up on her skin.
You can't get it on.
No, I can't.
How you feel about that?
it's a good thing and a bad thing. You know what I mean? Because if you're a person that like arguing,
Toxic. If you toxic, you toxic.
You wasting your time arguing with her. Right. We get in an argument, you know what I mean? I'm the type of person when I get mad, let's debate, let's
argue about it.
Let's get to it. Let's get to the point.
I want you to feel mad too sometimes. You know what I mean? But when you don't feel mad, now I'm in the bed, sleep with my eyes open. You snoring. But I'm still mad. I want to argue. But I just told you I'm having a problem right now, and you shoot my problem down. Like you crazy, you over exaggerating. You know what I mean? And you snoring in 5 minutes. I'm mad. I want to thump you across your down head. You know what I mean? But that's just my wife. You know what I mean? So.
Hey, we got something in common, boy.
I can't even sleep now. It's 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I still want to talk about this.
We got something in common.
Yeah,
boy.
bro.
Hey, that's definitely you got to have skills in dealing with kids.
Yeah.
Dealing with your wife.
Mm-hmm.
So how you deal with them? Do you think that? Did you see that from your dad, your mom and dad, on how to deal with your wife and how your family structure, you know, how you lead your family? Did you see that from your dad?
Yeah, you see it, but you know what I mean? Everybody, you pick up certain things that you like. I like the way my dad do this. I like the way he explain this situation, or I like the way he handled the situation. You know what I mean? And there's certain things that you say, nah, I wouldn't handle it that way. You know what I mean? So I pick and choose what I like about people, and I try to better myself at it. You know what I mean? I don't want to say I'm going to completely be like this person here. Everything he do, if he mad, this is what he do. He shut it down and he be stubborn the whole night and for 2-3 days until she come back and apologize. Nah, sometimes you got to be the bigger man and you got to apologize first sometimes. And so that's something that I had to learn, you know what I mean? That sometimes, you know what I mean? It's okay to be the bigger man. And
no, you gotta be that a lot.
Yeah, you gotta be that a lot. So
if your wife is nonchalant, you that a lot.
I gotta be the bigger man
Absolutely.
like that, and that's why I say I learned from her.
Yeah,
I have to be the bigger man because she don't feel like she did anything wrong. I can, you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, I can feel like you did something wrong, and you feel, and she's so nonchalant. I didn't do anything wrong. So now I'm in my mind like, damn. Is I'm really tripping? Is I'm really just over exaggerating? You know what I mean? Now I'm feeling like, damn, I was wrong. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I felt like you was wrong.
Yeah.
Now you making me feel like I was wrong for thinking that. Mm-hmm. So now, you know what I mean? But
so I'm gonna give you a little tip, right? So the tip is you can't get mad.
You can't get mad.
Because you always wrong for getting mad.
That's what it is.
I'm always wrong when I get mad. I was telling them one time before, like, even if I'm having a conversation with me and TJ, we arguing about something. Like, even if I'm right, I'm gonna feel bad a little bit because, man, I shouldn't even argue with him.
He don't really know. I know.
I know. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
So it's like, so that's what it is. Like, you just can't get mad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you still might have to admit that you're wrong, but it ain't gonna be as bad.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life.
Huh?
Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life. You just gotta submit.
No, we can't be saying that shit though. We can't keep that up, bro. That's
you gotta be
back,
submissive.
It's a happy spouse, happy house too.
See, that's you know what I mean.
I heard that one too.
Like, but we know what you're saying, but I feel like we can't keep saying it because they gonna have us by the balls all the time. Bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we know
There's a balance.
And then as a guy, right?
There ain't no balance. Look, but a man being happy makes the whole house happy. A woman being happy ain't gonna make the whole house happy.
Fact.
Because a woman being happy ain't gonna make the whole house happy. You still gonna be kind of fucked up. But a man being happy, he gonna give him his best self to everybody, and she gonna be like, damn, look how well he treat me. Because you making him happy.
Right.
You making your husband happy, bro. You gonna do anything in the world for you.
Do everything in the world.
But you stressing him out. He gonna give you half-ass shit, half-ass
He's the provider,
Yeah, he gonna be fucked up.
And you know, a man, I feel like that's what you want to do anyway.
Yeah.
You want to make sure everybody's straight.
Yeah.
Right. That's a man mentality. Like at the end of the day, like I'm at the point in my life, bro. Like, well, I've been fortunate to damn near get anything I want. So now when my birthday come around, I'm like, nah, I don't want nothing. You know what I mean? But when your birthday come around, we gonna go do whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I love to see my kids and my wife always happy. I'm good. Don't buy me nothing. You type mentality now, because I'm at the point where as long as y'all happy, I'm straight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On Christmas time, whatever you trying to buy me, go buy a little bit more for the kids. I don't like half the stuff you buy me now. I already got.
Right.
Majority of the stuff you buy me, it's probably just a different color. You know what I mean? So I'm good. I'm good, baby. Man, you spent too much money on me right now. I'm mad you spent that much money. Nah. You gonna get something. Get the kids it. You know what I mean? I'm good right now.
Was it a dream of yours to have your family structure the way it is?
Yeah. My goal was to have 3 kids, and I wanted 3 boys. I prayed to God that I didn't have no girls.
Mm-hmm. You prayed.
You missing out.
I prayed because I'm too overprotective. So for me, like a small story. Me and my sister went to the same high school, and she couldn't even ride in the car with me because we were so mad at each other growing up in high school. Because anybody talked on them, I would beat her up. Anybody tried to holler at her, they knew that.
You got a problem.
You
Big
got a problem
bruh.
with me. I don't care if you a good kid or a bad kid. Nah, ain't nobody talking to her. This is my little sister. So when boys call, I cuss them out, hang them up. Boy, you gotta see me tomorrow.
Right.
So we bump heads to the point where down in my whole high school, like I say, bro, my daddy had to drive her to school. I drove to school. We went to the same school. And I was so protective over her.
Who's the
bro.
brother from the wood?
Yeah,
Remember
I
the
was
wood?
so
Yeah, I remember that. Straight up,
Fact.
yeah, I remember that.
I was so protective
Jerry
over
curl
her.
and all.
And I hate it to this day. I regret doing it. You know what I mean? I wish I wouldn't have been like that. But, bro,
Nah, man.
so I know me having a girl,
Oh,
bro.
Yeah,
my
and especially-
my oldest son is 14 now. I'll probably be in jail now, bro.
Because that daughter love is different, man.
And that's why. I
Way
can't
more
have no
pure
girl.
than the wives and the women.
And
no
that's-
offense to the wives out there.
That's exactly
That
why
love is different.
God knew I couldn't get him a girl.
That love is different.
Yeah, bro. I remember. Bro, I remember like. So my son came first, and I got two daughters as well.
Yeah.
And I remember hoping to look at what you call the thing?
Sonogram.
The sonogram.
It was a boy.
And hoping I see a little thing sticking out.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be boys, but the girls are cool. The
Yeah.
girls are cool too. But I understand what you're talking about, bro.
Yeah. I know it for a fact that girls gonna be there when it's all said and done. When you get
Yeah.
older and you need somebody to wipe your ass and all that.
Yep.
I feel like my middle one would be that type of kid.
Yes, son. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
my
gonna be
middle-
your dog. Huh?
Yeah, he gonna wipe my ass when I can't. I feel like you know your kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know
Yeah.
your kids.
Yeah.
You know at the end of the day they could be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you can say at the end of the day I know when I can't wipe my butt no more, he gonna come over and do it.
Yeah.
She gonna come. You got 2 daughters. I know this one ain't. I know her. She ain't gonna do it, but I know she will.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy that you can see that early, bro.
yeah.
Cause I see that with my kids right now. I ain't gonna say which one gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I see it right now. And personalities is big time. It's like, it's not really a knock to none of the personalities.
It's
Because I
not.
feel like it's like all of them a gift.
Yeah.
Right. Just like you were saying about your oldest son and your wife being nonchalant.
Mm-hmm.
Like to me, even that's a gift, bro. To be, because a lot of stuff is just kind of rolling off their shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you wouldn't want them to be stressed out about some simple shit that we'll be stressed out about.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's cool to have a balance of like, not caring too much,
Mm-hmm.
but just being focused enough to be on top of your stuff. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like
right.
your middle. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But I love to see, like, to me, like when I always think about personalities when I relate it to basketball. For example, like for somebody who's nonchalant, to me, you got that attitude where you don't care too much, you ain't thinking too much.
Right.
So you one of them type of attitudes where you can go off for like 50
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you ain't really thinking about the shot you
Right,
missed
and
for
then
real.
you right now you got 44 in the game and it look like you got 2 points.
Right.
You
right.
just like you ain't inside, you still just coasting. You know
In
what I
the
mean?
zone, yeah.
So I can see what you're saying, man. Like I say, I like to go back with Deion and I observed him, like the time I spent with him, and I learned a lot when it comes to kids. 'Cause he got 5, and I'm like, you know what I mean? You don't want to say I got a favorite kid, so you know what I mean. I'd be like, How you make all of them feel like they all equal? He say, you don't, you always, you have, when you tell them you have a favorite, you tell them what the favorite is. Like, my oldest one, you're my favorite because you're so kind with other kids. You open to other kids. You don't look at what the outside look. You don't care if he has one leg or one eye. You gonna treat him just like you treat everybody else. You gonna go play with him. That's why you my favorite. My youngest one, you act just like me. You caring. You watch out for your little brother. I like you. You're my favorite because you do that. My youngest one, you so caring. You my favorite because you always come give me a hug and give me a kiss. So it ain't favorites. You love the tangibles that they bring, because all of them bring different tangibles. So I love that about you. You know what I mean? And that's what I learned from him. Like, bro, like, I got 5 kids. And I tell every last one-on-one, you my favorite. And I'm going to tell you why you my favorite, because you do this. You kind, you're respectful, you help out, you know what I mean? You caring.
I like that, bro. I like that too, bro.
So
because it's like, it's teaching you. I love being, the skills on how to deal with people or you know, how to be successful in certain situations, right?
Right.
Because I've been feeling like I feel like I'm a genuine person, right?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times you get in trouble when you be trying to be genuine.
Too nice.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, being like too real.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, you got to find a way to be real and get to them. Like, for
Right.
example, like
Tough love.
You like, let's say like those 3 different personalities, right?
Mm-hmm.
By you telling them why they're your favorite, you that's a way to be real with each one of them.
Right.
Versus just saying all y'all my favorite.
Yeah.
And come on, like, it's all y'all my favorite, but I know you gonna wipe my ass when I'm 100 years old or something.
Right.
You gonna have to be my favorite, right? You know what I'm saying? So I just think that, you know, if you add certain stuff to your skills in dealing with people, you know, your wife, your kids, to me it leads to you being able to be genuine with everybody, you know.
Right.
Because like, I started to think like if everybody is, you know, has a great relationship with everybody, like,
yeah,
either you being fake than a motherfucker,
right,
or you really skillful than a motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And motherfuckers ain't that skilled.
Yeah, and all your kids, they all give you a different type of love.
Mm-hmm.
Like my oldest one, it's the way he said and the way he go about it made me feel he really love for it. Like, for instance, my oldest one, he can say, "All right, Dad, see you later," and I know he really meant it.
Mm-hmm.
My youngest one can say it, and I'm like, he's just saying it just to say it. But I know the way my oldest one is, when he say, it's just the way he said, "All right, Dad," when I drop him off at school every day. "All right, Dad, see you later." Damn, I love that boy.
Yeah.
Because I know him.
Yeah.
And when he said, he don't say a lot, but when he do speak up, he really mean it. Now my middle one, he's so used to being around me 24/7 that he said, it just, I'm saying it because I gotta say it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you the more you're around your kid, you start pulling from him and you start saying like, dang, I know when he meant that. You know what I mean? I know he just saying it because he's so used to saying it, he just feel like he gotta say it.
Mm-hmm.
My youngest one, you know what I mean, he's just young, so I don't, right now, still feeling him out. But you know what I mean, you feel those that love wave in the air when they saying certain stuff or doing certain stuff.
You got to be able to observe to pick up on that too.
I do all that nonsense. I'm
Yeah.
retired. You know what I mean? You sit back and you just observe a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of observing a lot, I've been observing a lot that they ain't put you in the Hall of Fame yet. I know Chicago put you in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So congrats on that.
Appreciate it.
So what you think they waiting on, bro?
I think, man, in my situation, it's a no-brainer that I'm going to be a Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? There's certain guys that's on their last string. You know what I mean? Where if he don't make it this year, he ain't going to never make it. So, you know what I mean? Those guys, I feel I getting put in last couple of years, you know what I mean? Because I know that if you make the first ballot, well, If you make some kind of rule, if you make the top 25 when they do the voting, narrow it down to the top 25 out of the top 10, you can only make that 5 times. But you can be on the list as many times you want. So some of the guys, you know what I mean, they may be on their 4th time. And knowing that you don't make it 4 times in the last 20 years, this is the last string. We got to put them in. So that's just how the Hall of Fame works, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I feel like, you know what I mean, I'm at the point where it ain't even stressing me no more because I know at the end of the day, I'm going to eventually make it. I just don't want to be walking up there with no damn cane. Right. You know what I mean? Too old, you know what I mean? And down there can't say the speech. I got to let my kids say it. I want to be able to say it. So when it comes, hopefully it'll be soon enough where I can actually enjoy it.
Did you, why you think it, in your opinion, why you feel like it's taking so long?
Because it's a unique situation. Like, it's never been a returner.
That's what it is.
Yeah. It's never been a returner that made it. So it's so hard for them to look at it as, wow, we got to kick off a punt returner, man. This is the first time in NFL history. Like, we don't know what to do with this situation. Like, this is unheard of. You know what I mean? So that's really what the holdup is. Yeah.
So when I talked to Corey about it, and when he was explaining to me everything, I was like, well, that's the reason why. Yeah. Because it's a unique situation.
It's a unique situation.
But being that, you know, you the best at it. I mean, especially numbers wise. Right. You know, you the best. So you know eventually it's gonna come.
It's gonna happen. Yeah.
You know, you probably just make sure you don't ruffle no feathers.
That's what I mean. That's what I try to do. Like I learned after the first year where I didn't make it. Like, listen, bro, in that day you gonna make it. Let the veteran and the older guy do the talk. You know what I mean? Don't get on there bashing nobody. You know, stay humble, and eventually it'll happen. And the vets already don't call me and say, hey, we'll speak up for you.
Tell me this though. So, all right. So you done went through your playing career. Let's say you don't make the Hall of Fame.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen.
But let's just say, right? But are you more? Is it more about your respect from your peers, or is it about you being in the Hall of Fame?
It's just about me being in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I think he got the respect.
Yeah, the respect. That question for me, bro. Like, people don't realize. A lot of people when they retire, that's when the Hall of Fame start bringing it up about that person. After their career is winding down, they lasted 2 years, you're like, oh damn. You start looking at all his numbers, oh, he gonna make the Hall of Fame. Mine was after my 2nd year in the league.
Damn.
So when you look at the statistics, going into my 2nd year, I seen it on the screen. My son was YouTubing some stuff the other day, and it popped up. In 23 games, I had no surpass people that had no played 150 games, 200 games, 11 years in the game. I'm 1 touchdown away from them.
Damn.
In only 2 seasons. After they playing 12, 13 seasons. I'm in my 2nd season, and I'm 1 touchdown away from them. So when they talk about you have the greatest returner of all time at the top of the list, he don't play it over 300, 400 games. I'm at 23 games. He in his year 11, 12. I'm in year 2. And he only leading by 1 touchdown. So for me, like, after my complete 2nd year in the NFL, I was already arguably the greatest returner of all time. In my 2nd year.
So you basically just waiting for them to hand you a flower. You just waiting for that.
I mean, I don't care about the flowers.
I'm just saying, as far as being in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I just want
jacket.
Because like how I look at the Hall of Fame, like it's almost how I look at like you know, when I was coming up and thinking about, you know, getting a big contract or something.
Right.
It was like once I got it, I wasn't even worried about the money anymore. It was just all about just keep on getting better.
Let's play ball now. Yeah.
So to me, what was so impressive about, you know, my career, it wasn't really anything in particular I achieved. Mm-hmm. It was like my journey, like the shit I overcame. Yeah. You know, over the years. That's what really made me feel good Like, for example, like I was a McDonald's All-American in high school. TJ didn't make that. Bro. Now, I fuck with TJ. You know?
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, I mean, it's cool.
Right.
But, like, I just feel like for me, it's so much of just overcoming certain shit. Overcoming my struggles as a young boy is what I feel good about when I lay back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Dev, you know why they fuck with me so bad?
Why, bro?
Because I was ranked top 25 in the nation, bro. And this man came out of nowhere. He make that shit.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
So we had a conversation about kids being seen too early, and
Right.
you know they kind of like critique you and pick you apart versus might be a new guy that come on the scene and do the same exact thing that you do.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, shit, this is just new to the eyes. Let me take him instead.
Y'all ain't in the same class.
Yeah.
Same class, yeah.
Oh, y'all was in the same class,
Same
same
class,
seniors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same class.
And he was ranked higher than you.
Well, I mean, I didn't even know about rankings up until, like, I was a junior.
Yeah.
And then,
Shit
like,
crazy.
Oh,
bro.
that's why you mad then. Y'all was in the
Yeah, you
same
feel me?
class.
Yeah,
He was
so-
ranked higher than you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when I was,
So yeah, you got it right to be mad at him then.
I ain't mad at this nigga.
I mean, how many Florida guys made it? It was just Darius Washington?
Darius Washington was the only guy. Florida, because you know Florida was known as a football state.
He wasn't our class though.
Yeah, he was before us.
Oh,
I mean,
he
after
was?
us, sorry.
So look, so I seen the cover of LeBron on Sports Illustrated,
Right.
and it said that he was, #1 player in the class. He was a McDonald's All-American, and all this, And I asked my AU coach, like, shit, what I got to do to be a McDonald's All-American? What I need to do to be ranked?
Right.
And he was like, we got to do this, we got to do that. He found the team for me that go to these big tournaments, and yeah, man, I went to them fucking tournaments, bro, and I was going through people, bro. I was putting in work every time I went to a tournament, and every time I left a tournament, my ranking was increasing.
Yeah.
And by the time the summertime came, man, shit, I was a McDonald's All-American. Just in one summer though.
Yeah.
What was your what would you say? What was like one of your most memorable moments of your football career? There's something that stick out to you. Was it the during the Super Bowl? Was it the first play of the game, kickoff return?
The return.
What was it?
I would probably say my most memorable moment had to be my first game of my career.
Mm.
Because we all went, how you talk when people talk about you, okay, you balled out in college, you averaged 36 points a game, 12 assists, and people like, bro, listen, I know you balling out, but you ain't gonna do all that in the league, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? I know you getting 20 rebounds a game in college, bro. Listen, bro, just try to get you about 8, 9 a game when you get in the league. So what I did in college, man, they was like, bro, you gonna be a good player, you gonna be a good returner, bro, but you ain't, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna do that in the league, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And so when I got to the league, shit, my first game of the season, I took a punt back. And when I said bullshit,
You're right.
bullshit, this shit the same to me.
Same, bro.
The same shit, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's hard.
I think that would be my most memorable moment. I was like, you know what I mean, going into the league, like not knowing, this, like shit, these niggas, I might not get no return. I might be lucky to get one return once a year, you know what I mean? And first game of the season, I got a punt return. I was like, boy, listen.
What you think about that
Confidence
moment?
out.
You was you was thinking about being Sugarfoot, Hurricane Hess, or Anytime? Which one?
Shit.
Was it Anytime then?
Probably anytime.
Anytime then.
Yeah.
Bro,
For sure.
how hard was it? Like I always, we watch football all the time, but you seeing this ball come up or come down rather, and it's 11 guys running at you, coming to hit you. Bro, how hard is that, bro? I don't think people know how hard it is, so you need to explain.
Like, bro, like when I talk, when we used to do like special team meetings and go over our team meetings and stuff, bro, and we used to talk about like, what is the hardest situation? Like, what is the hardest position, bro? If you had to pick a position that you said, I want to eliminate that, I don't want to never experience that, bro, it always came down to catching the punt.
Yeah.
Because, bro, that ball is 70, 80 yards in the air, bro.
And you looking like
And
fool.
you looking up, and the ball is hanging for like 5-6 seconds every time.
Yeah.
So you hear the footsteps, but if you look down
Coming.
and see what that, you gonna lose the ball.
Stampede.
So
bro.
you hear it. You know what I mean? You hear all that shit coming at you. You know what I mean? Now, do I sit here and keep my head up and just hope that don't nobody hit me? You know what I mean? Like, and then on top of that, catching that shit.
Yeah.
Like, people don't realize it's hard as hell to catch a fucking punt, bro.
Yeah.
And you hear people coming at you too. The louder they get, the ball is going where they at. Like, it's a lot of pressure, bro. So, like, I salute my head out to the returners, bro, because that shit is not easy, bro.
What were you thinking about when you once you catch it and you get it right? Are you thinking of being scared to get hit, or are you thinking about what's in your mind? Like
losing it?
Nah, it's so, to be honest, it's only certain breeds can do it and be good at it, like be great at it. Like anybody can do it, but to be great at it, you gotta have a mentality like you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you definitely
you gotta have like a dog mentality. Like, well, I don't give a fuck if I get hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you back there and you like, I don't want to get hit. Whoa, you gonna look like trash. You gonna drop them. You ain't gonna catch them. You know what I mean? You gonna fair catch every time. Even when nigga 30 yards in front of you, you still fair catch because you scared. Like to be great at that, bro, you gotta have mentality. Like
I don't get no fuck.
That was in you in college already? Before you got to the NFL, right?
no, we're talking about
NFL.
Oh, right when you got to the NFL,
Yeah.
like you didn't get nervous no more.
No,
Like
no.
it was in you. Okay.
Check this out though. Like I remember this quote from what's the dude name, bro? The running back for Seattle, bro.
Jerome
Marshawn
Bettis.
Marshawn
Lynch.
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 And he
Okay.
said like at some point you're gonna get tired of motherfucker running into you. Like what did he say? What's his
Just
name?
running them over and over
Yeah,
and over.
Yeah.
Like you gotta have a certain mentality to be able to take hits over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But look, before we get out of here, bro, I wanna ask you like just some rapid questions. You just answer them for me. Best compliment you ever got?
Shit, you ridiculous.
You ridiculous, huh? Okay. Worst piece of advice?
Worst piece
Of advice.
Repeat that again.
What was your worst piece of advice?
Oh.
Some bad advice somebody gave you.
I would say probably I had a coach tell me if I came out early in the league that I would just be an average returner.
He was tripping, huh?
Yeah.
Something you wish you was better at.
We talking about football wise, right?
Anything.
Or just anything in life.
What you thought? Yeah. Something you wish you was better at.
I wish I was better at. Shit, it's a lot of things.
Name me one of them. Name me one.
What stays on your mind?
Forgiving.
Forgiving?
Yeah.
You wish you could be better at forgiving, huh?
Yeah.
Damn, that's tough.
I don't.
You'll hold that grudge
I
like,
hold it until I die.
God damn, boy.
That's something I wish I was better at. Forgiving.
Forgive, don't forget.
Like I hold grudge with everybody, bro. Like if we have a falling out, like
You gonna hold that motherfucker.
yeah, it don't matter who it is.
They dead.
Yeah.
Why though?
Mom, dad, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's something that I wish I was better at forgiving.
Okay. Best perk of being rich.
It's for me, I felt like this is something that I always tell everybody, like from where I'm from, like the best perk of being rich is I can go to the fucking grocery store and get whatever I want. And fill the refrigerator up anytime I want, and don't care how much the bill is.
Right.
That's just me. You know what I mean? From me growing up, you know what I mean? Shoot, I don't been. You know how it been days at the house where you open up that refrigerator and it's a slice of bologna and a little bit of milk and that's it.
Yeah.
And probably a little half a jar of jelly.
Yeah.
And when I got to the league and I was able to say, bro, listen, bro, Every time I went to the store, they thought I was having a party.
Straight up, right?
It's real.
That's how I be moving today.
Yeah.
I get lost in the store, bro.
What? I do the grocery.
I'm
If
just
you
throwing
ask
shit
my
in the
wife who
basket.
do the grocery shop, I do the grocery shopping, bro.
Yeah,
Same.
And I get mad when she go to the store and get a little bit of stuff.
right.
Like, Fred, that's all you got?
Right.
Right.
I gotta go back to the store. To this day, bro. If you ask her like, nah, I don't do grocery shopping because he get mad when I go grocery because you get a little bit of stuff. You just get what we need today. I want to get what we need today and next week.
Yeah.
Right.
Some shit gonna go bad if I go shopping.
Every
Right,
time.
bro.
Listen, I put the groceries up, right? And so
Right.
I buy everything. Like, I don't even make a list. So if I buy a loaf of bread, if it's a loaf of bread with 10 pieces in it, that's going in the garbage.
Right.
The new loaf of bread going on the counter. If you know what I mean, that's just how I am, bro.
Guilty pleasure. A pleasure
Right.
that you do. You know.
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah, it could be like you, I don't know, taking a nap in the middle of the day. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Fantasy football.
Strip club. All that shit go.
You don't want to share. Please it.
something with you, like, man, I ain't cut this out. Because, like, for me, I always feel bad about doing some stuff for me, like, especially if it ain't in the time frame, like, my kids at school. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I won't consider it guilty though. No, bro. No, I don't want this.
Okay. A person you would love to trade places with. Is there a person that you would love to trade places with for a day?
Yeah. Off.
Yeah.
It happened to be somebody like Mike Jones.
Jordan.
Just because of just money he got. You know what I mean? Like trade things, got traded, I come back, but take everything I traded that day.
You never take back like trading places, huh?
Yeah, like I want to trade bank account, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Gotta be
Last person on earth. Who's gonna let it be?
the last person on earth.
Yeah, we cheat. Like,
Got to know what?
what?
How do you know what?
All right. What success look like for you? What that look like? You married? Like that? What's something?
Success look like to me. Acting satisfied. Ooh, acting satisfied. Not worried. Everything is acting satisfied. One trade place in the butt. Yeah. Sure. That's what it is.
I want to shut it down. I know you got something. Something.
So I got some players. I got some players that I want you to compare, like from back then, compare with somebody now. Okay. So I have Barry Sanders. Who would you compare to him like right now, or any player that reminds you of him?
I'm a little running back man, but running back from the Falcons, the new cat. Bijan with the dreads. Bijan Robinson. Yeah, Robinson.
All right, Michael Vick.
Bon Jack. Yeah.
Warren Lane.
Quarterback. Sharp. Secret sharp. Holy God, right? You see.
Man, last one, Deion Sanders. You gotta say yourself, bro.
Nah, when I think of Deion, I think of a lockout point. You know what I mean?
Somebody. You wanna say Ramsey?
That's just I'll be consistent. Amounts.
Well, what's the last thing you I don't know what last some encouraging word you want to give to like the youth? I don't know, help some
Parents,
advice,
coaches,
like,
parents in sports, and we'll wrap it up there. I would say you were parents in general. You know, first I feel like young people don't take their kid to the T, right? Do your homework, right? Do your homework for the coach, do your homework for the staff, the team, whatever it is. You know what I mean? How to do the kid on team. Because nowadays, parents, there's so much involved in youth football nowadays. It's crazy. You could ruin and run a lot of good coaches away. And what I mean by that is, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to decide, I want you to coach my son, right? I'm not going to be at practice yelling at him and you coaching him up and telling him you can do this and yelling at that's wrong footer. Put your arm up like you're going to dribble this way. Why you coach? If you want to do that, wait till after practice. You know what I mean? Because so it's like TJ coached basketball, right? You say you was like him because maybe you was trying to have a better relationship, like he bitches on like listen a little bit more and coming in better with you. So that time that he with you with TJ, shit like it's just a good paradise. You can't have it, leave and come back. And this is what I got to tell you right now with the youth world, you know, keep parents. Oh, I want my son. I want Devin Hester to coach my son. Okay, well, let me coach him when I got him. You know what I mean? Because that day, I said, instead of going 4 days a week, I can go 2. If you want to sit there and coach with me, and then you get up today. Take him home, now you coach him up. So I would say that's one of the main talk that I have right now at Will Lewis. If you're going to allow me to coach your son, trust what I'm doing. If you don't trust me, don't bring him over. Take someone else. Because at the end of the day, you put a lot of pressure on your coach. A lot of coaches get frustrated. I know for sure I get frustrated when I have parents arguing about decisions that I make. You know, why you doing this? Why you doubt? And it's why you doubt with it. When you have so many whys, just take it to another thing. You say, both of these whys.
Yeah, so you basically experiencing things that, you know, me and TJ experienced about coaching. But also, like, it's kind of like one of the things that we talked about earlier, like, I ain't no big talker. Right. So me doing a podcast is like far-fetched, you know what I'm saying? But to me, it's like, it's about enlightening each other, right? So parents seeing this, right, I feel like they'll take heed to it. Like maybe when my son goes to practice, I need to fall back and let coach. And when we get home, we can talk about it. You know, but it's like, it's one of those things that's something they got to learn. But as coaches, we gotta understand, like, he just wanted one on. He's spoiled in the moment. He just got to add some, skills to his bag of tricks so he can be able to be cool and watch. You know what I mean?
But a lot of the reason why, you know what I mean, these parents so licensed, so like that the time that you have at home, you don't do it. So now you feel like when you see a lot of best stuff, right? You want to coach him. You have all the time you go at home, you go over and say a little incident. Even if you do an incident out there, you want to yell like that, when he get the cut, you say nothing talk about it. Go home, we all go watch your video, go watch this. Yeah, you still don't coach about that. So why, when we as a group, you yell at them, do this, do that, you don't do none of that at home. That's my biggest pet peeve about youth sports today.
And that's what you want to know. Well, a lot of parents out there, fall back. And the coach
Find a coach that you're comfortable with, and you allow that coach to be the coach. Every coach ain't meant for your kid. Find a coach that you feel like is meant for your kid. You can do all the coaches available. Like, eliminate that one coach that you really want to play with, and you feel like you're the right coach for you. You see that early in the stage of practice, the beginning of practice. Don't wait. if you start seeing them type of symptoms on the side, this may not need the right coach on you. It's not too late. Go ahead and pull up.
That's a skill, bro. One of my best friends, he coaches in college right now, and he always talked to me about that. You know, and that's kind of why, like, I sit high up in the stands right now when I go to my son game, so I don't have to yell at him and say something. You know, sometimes I say something, but my plan is to go up high, so I don't say that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I spent so much time with him.
Right.
TJ spent time with him.
And you would tell the kid that's always good, they parents already say like he put so much time and effort in all things with him, work with the point like if he mess up, he meet you anybody for me, like if I want to coach my kid and he messed up, I can look at him a certain way and he already knows that.
Same, he know that. That's the same with
I
myself.
say that to him.
Where you know what's dope, like at the games, like Junior might did a mistake, and his first response is to always look up at his dad, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
This is like, it's to the point where y'all put so much time in it. My son would look at me before I say something. Just to look at me, and I'm already know like he know what time it is. I gotta say that. I gotta say nothing to you.
That's the hours you put with him at home
At home.
and outside of, you know, and just in training, bro.
And sometimes he training, he drive home and just talking.
Yeah.
You know, he stay there like you gotta pick that up early.
Yeah, so.
You know what I mean? We already talked about this kid already. He can't go to the level.
Right.
He can't go to the level. Makes wants to go to the level. You gotta do that type of stuff. That's the conversation we have in the car.
Man, shit, that's my conversation too.
Yeah.
So I always think about like, man, how can I balance it out? How can we talk about, regular stuff too? We talk hoops so much, but we talk basketball so much. I feel like it's necessary. You know what I mean? I ain't had that growing up. Someone, kind of with me through the whole journey. You know what I mean?
And that's why I said, depending on how that kid is, bro. Like that kid made me want to talk about other stuff. And you have a kid. Like my brother, all he wanted was talk football. So our conversation don't be nothing for football. And he started up. Right. After that, he started a conversation. You know what I mean? Talking about football. So for us as parents, when you little one, you start playing. When he started talking about football, he's like this. Like, you want to try? You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? That's how it is, bro.
That's gonna be natural for him, right? Because his son of a long time. So to me, his son gonna be like whenever he decides to start training, he gonna be able to do shit like he gonna be advanced. He gonna be advanced because he been seeing it so much. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be like fucking, full of air, full of teeth.
But don't try to, for both of y'all, don't try to find that balance of, y'all still their dad, right? But don't try to find that balance, bro. Because most kids that make it, they are on that side, just like
that's why I
only thinking about sports, bro.
That's why that's why I like for me, like my older one, we talk about a lot of stuff. But my middle one always talk about sports, and I'm at the point where I'm not gonna change the topic.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna change because I want to talk about it too.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about. I ain't said, but I don't want to talk about what you learned today.
Right.
I want to talk about what you did at reset, what y'all played.
Right.
That's just me. You know what I mean? You know what?
No, I agree with you. You know what it is, bro?
It's just that sport mentality that you grew up with. So not like my wife always say, like I would tell my wife, listen, bro. You in school, they'll teach you. So when they type of homework, they go do that. I'm not helping it. That's what you know.
Right.
But just know that we got practice at 5:30, so y'all can go ahead and don't come in the house watching TV when then you want to watch TV and knowing they got, you know what I mean? It's 3:30 and we got to leave at 5:30. Nah. Go get their homework done. Cause listen, bro, you leaving at 5.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's me.
Yeah.
You know what? And me and my wife, she understand that. You know what I mean? I know you was just strictly about sports. Bro, at the end of the day, this is what what I did.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where I was, that's why we sitting right here.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why we in this house. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna neglect it.
Right.
If you're one for sport, this is who we are.
Right.
This is what I know, and this is what allowed me. You like to, of course, you get private school. You know what I mean? That you ain't got no job, you ain't got work. But we have no that all baby. Make sure they got some slack.
Let's get like that too.
Yeah, bro. No, we leave it every day.
Yeah.
We doing it every day.
Maybe I might give him one day off, but to me, it's like a lifestyle for us. It ain't just like no, you know what I mean? This is what we're doing. Like TJ, like we don't go train with him.
Yeah.
You better believe we still in the gym.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like other people don't understand him.
Yeah. And then your wife, she's the one that don't understand. Like, I hope I find it.
I ain't want to say it.
My wife, she don't understand. She don't understand what it takes. And that's what I tell every time. I say, man, you just don't understand what it takes to be great. Everybody can be good.
Yeah.
But if you want to be great, this is what it takes. And you can't be mad at me because I experienced. I know what it takes. You know what it takes. You know what it takes to be great. Everybody's good. But in order to be great, you gotta be 9 to 5 every day, bro. You gotta be doing something to polish your skill. I say, I get mad at it sometimes, but in my mind, I'm like, you never played sports, so
Yeah,
you get
you get mad at the show.
you never played sports. You don't know what it takes for practice. You don't know how important practice is.
Yeah.
I can't get mad at you, but I still do sometimes. So, but
Every day, every time somebody family members come over and they see how me and Junior move, they be tripping. I be seeing them like, y'all going again? Like, damn. And I be saying to myself, y'all don't have a clue, you know? They don't. And like to me, like I gotta be sharp in that to not even pay no attention to that because I know you don't understand. Like it's one of them things where if you had those kind of people around when you was starting off in sports, they wouldn't encourage you to make it to where you're going because they can't see that. You know what I mean?
The time and effort you got to put in. Good.
yeah, you see.
Yeah, well, that's another episode of Talking Texas, man.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate y'all.
Try that.
All right.